Ah, love is in the air, or maybe it's just lovely design expert Judy Cutler. She is here to say, I love you to your special, show you how to say, you can say, I love you to your special someone with handmade signs of love. So great to have you back. I had trouble getting that out at first.
Thank you. You did well.
So this is a really crafty way to, you know, forget the roses, forget the boxes of chocolate for around Valentine's Day, forget the cards. You can actually do handmade signs that has a little bit more special meaning, right, Judy?
Yes, and it goes on and on. You can put that in a special place in the house, and they're reminded of how much you love them.
Yes, I love this idea, and the best part is that it's so cost effective. This project here is practically free. We're going to use wood pallets. You're going to show us how to make our own stain here in a minute. So what do you want? What's the first thing that we need to do to get started here?
Select a piece of wood. Everybody's seen pallets that are just thrown away in the garbage. They're out in landfills. They're everywhere. You can get pallets really cheap. You can also get them at some of the hardware stores.
Yeah.
They're selling pallets now in all kinds of various shapes and sizes. So you can buy pallets. You know, it's your wood, starting with your wood. But you can actually do this for next to nothing. So
it's true.
Grab a piece of pallet. Decide what you're going to want to, you know, what kind of format you're going to want to follow.
Well, here's the thing with the pallets too, that rustic look is really in right now. So I know there's a lot of things, a lot of decorating you can do with pallets, which is pretty cool.
But you don't have to buy stain. So you make your own stain.
I didn't know you can do this. I'm so excited. So yes, finish telling everybody how you can do that.
There's a couple ways that you can do it. Actually, when you cook beets at home, you cook beets and you have this runoff water and it's red and you dump it down the sink. That's stain. You cook carrots, your water turns orange. That's stain. So really free. Just keep that stuff. Hang on to it. But this one is actually, you take a cup of vinegar and you take a pad of steel wool, not the ones that have the soap in it, just steel wool from the hardware store, and you put it into a container overnight.
Okay, so you let that soak and then
just leave it.
So does it darken as the longer it sits?
Yes, and what happens is the steel wool rusts.
Oh.
Goes into the water, and then basically what you're going to do is you're going to take a foam brush and you're going to apply it to your wood palette. The screen shows you kind of what happens.
Kind of a step-by-step.
Well, once you apply it, you go away and it keeps getting darker and darker and darker as the rust continues to rust in the wood. And sometimes you get a little gray tones. It's really kind of a fun way to tint your wood.
Kind of mix it up that way too.
And free.
Yeah, exactly. So, and like you said with the pallets, because I'm a DIYer, we like to do projects like this. You can go behind department stores. People throw them out. So sometimes I guess other people's trash can become your treasure.
Reclaim and upcycle.
So once you've got the pallets, this is kind of a finished example or one way that you can do it.
There's so many different ways to do it, but I would recommend make up your own message. Don't just buy a stencil that's got, I mean, it's available. Like this one that I've got, I was going to use this one. I love you to the moon and back.
How sweet is that?
So you can buy pre-made stencils, or you can take a message that's common to you, some little special phrase, either for your daughter or your husband, you know, whatever, and you can make your own. So basically, once this wood has been stained...
Is there any sanding involved in this?
No.
You can just go right over the palette?
You want it to be rough.
Okay.
I mean, that's the look. And the neat thing is you really can't make a mistake. It's okay if the letters aren't perfect. It's supposed to look like that, so it's pretty fun. So you just lay your stencil over the top of your stained wood, tape it down.
Now, when you stain, how long did you say, I guess depending on the color, do you have to let it dry completely before you can go and put the stencil and the paint on?
I would do this at night.
Okay.
Come back the next morning, it's dry, it's cured, and you've got this beautiful brown color, and then you're ready to stencil. Basically, all you do is just, you know, tape your stencil onto your wood. Pick your color of paint.
What kind of paint do you have there? Does it matter what kind of paint we use?
Nope, not really. You can use latex, you can use acrylic, but basically with a foam brush, and you're just going to daub over that.
Okay.
Now, this is not going to show up well because it's not pre-stained, but that's what's going to, the process is going to be to get to this effect.
Beautiful work of art, and certainly a very unique way to say I love you to your special someone, especially around Valentine's Day. So you can make up any message that you want, kind of create your own, and maybe shop the craft stores for some other messages that are already created if you're not really good at, you know, coming up with the phrases and, and writing
What a meaningful
cards.
gift.
So if you aren't a DIYer and you don't typically do projects like this, would you say this is something pretty easy for anybody to do?
With a pre-made stencil, you're done. It's easy. You cannot goof. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, and especially like we said, it's best way to save some money when you're doing this too.
Yes.
So, Judy, thank you so much. So great to have you back. We look forward to having you back soon. What's next for you? I know you've got so much going on all the time.
Always.
You're going to schedule your books out with us.
Sounds good.
So great to see you again. For more on if you have a decorating on a dime idea, let us know. Post to our Morning Blend Facebook page, send us an email, or just go to fox4morningblend.com.
Very cool. All right, sound the alarms and prepare your stomach muscles for lots of laughs. Up next, the hit comedy Sirens is back for its second season, and we're talking to two of the actor and comedians after the break. But first, your Fox forecast and news headlines.